Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the universe.
Guess I'm locked in. Looking for a piece of mind. I've been trying to redefine life. I can see the signs. Word is going, see me shine. Fighting for my soul, say, whipping fast, no brakes.
Peace and blessings, everyone. I am Queen Ashe. Did you know dolphins use echolocation to see with sound? They're highly intelligent, communicate with one another, and are known for their strong family bonds and teamwork. Dolphins remind us that wisdom, connection, and harmony are woven throughout creation. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
They walked on land first.
I can Google right now.
Right now, dolphins walked
I
on
guarantee they ain't gonna say that. Watch
Dolphins walked on land first. They are mammals.
Watch this.
Yes. You say it out loud so the people watching this can hear it. But yeah, they walked on land first.
Watch.
Right? A lot of people don't know this shit, gang. This shit's true.
Have service in here terrible.
Yeah. My service ain't terrible.
Dolphin. I gotta type it in.
I got good service. Hey, did dolphins walk on land before?
Checking. I got it right here.
The Dolphins just kidnapped somebody. You heard about that? And made him help build an underground city. Right? And listen, people thought he was crazy, but when they took him to the hospital, he had seawater in his lungs. Right? And he was missing for 2 days. They had him, you think I'm crazy, gang? This is true shit. Listen, this is how you know it's true, because what the government did. They came back to the same beach where they found them at, and you saw all dolphins. They killed them all. Right? Because you're not supposed to communicate.
So you said a dolphin
kidnapped a human.
And took him to the underground.
Underground and made him build a city.
And how you gonna make one person build a city?
I know, you gotta understand this, right? So when you down there, you got the hands. The dolphins ain't got their hands. You can look this shit up, bro. This is real.
What if I told you that there's a going theory that we're not being told all there is to know about dolphins? And I don't mean like we don't know certain things about their daily habits and their mating, how they do this, that, and the other. But I mean like what dolphins are about. Because did you know a dolphin has a more complex and much larger brain than even humans? Now, brain size is not the only determining factor of intelligence, it's also how many folds your cerebral cortex has. So that means the more folds in your brain, the more neural connections are possible, which means the more potential for high intelligence. Dolphins have exceptionally large, highly folded brains. But what's a creature that's just swimming around eating little marlin and little fishies floating around in the ocean have such a gigantic brain for? And why have dolphins been mentioned so much throughout history to the extent that even like the ancient Hawaiians believed that these were advanced beings? And then it makes you wonder, why is it that today, I know it's under the guise of protecting dolphins that we're not supposed to touch them in the wild, but you're not even supposed to interact with them. You're supposed to stay 150 feet away from them at all times, unless you're in SeaWorld. And I wonder if SeaWorld adds fluoride to their pools where dolphins are swimming around in. I don't know, I'm just saying. But anyways, you know that they put these sound devices in the ocean, all throughout the ocean, and they found out that whales, 100%, have languages and a million different tones, like the way they discuss and talk to each other hundreds of miles through the ocean. Whales can talk to each other so far away. And they have all these different sounds that they make. But it's not like a dog that has a few different barks. We're talking about like an immense profile of different sounds, tones, pitches. So what are these guys and whales talking about down there? And this is another reason, by the way, that it's very unfortunate that boats today are using sonar. There's a documentary called Sonic Sea or Sonic Ocean, and it's about the noise pollution that sonar and passing ships make, which makes it impossible for animals in that area to communicate to each other because it's so deafeningly loud. It would be like putting headphones on your head and cranking the volume up full blast and not being able to take them off. That's what it's like being submerged in the ocean, having sensitive ears like dolphins and whales, and a ship go by, military ship, and pinging sonar. It's like, ping! It's the loudest thing you can even wrap your head around. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about dolphins and what these strange creatures are really up to down there. Maybe they have knowledge of Earth's ancient history too, when humans were more psychic.
Ever since that white boy went to jail for talking to dolphins, I wouldn't have believed it if they didn't take him to jail and then kill almost 40 damn dolphins. How the fuck would y'all know he actually talked to dolphins to arrest him for talking to dolphins if you didn't see the shit? You know he talked to them bitches and that's why he's locked up. So I started to deep dive because I got a fucking brain and I use it. So I ask, why is it illegal to communicate with dolphins? Many people believe dolphins aren't just animals, but highly evolved spiritual gatekeepers or extraterrestrial consciousness living in our oceans. They suggest that dolphins and whales are actually starseeds from the Sirius B star. That's one thing about them Africans. They know about them stars and don't nobody got a damn telescope. That's what be fucking me up. They don't even got shoes on. They know how far a fucking star is and the name of it. Here go another reason why we can't talk to them, y'all. There's a widespread belief in the New Age community that dolphin echolocation has a physical and spiritual effect on human DNA. Some esoteric historians, esoteric means only like a specific group of people know this knowledge. Esoteric historians believe dolphins are the descendants or spiritual successors of a lost civilization of Lemuria. Lemurians were supposedly highly telepathic and lived in total harmony with nature. Fuck these guys. As their continent sank, they transferred their consciousness into the kingdom of the dolphins and whales to preserve their wisdom until humanity was evolved enough to communicate again. Evolved enough? How the fuck we supposed to evolve when they got us on Chat GPT? We're not gonna evolve because guess what, dolphins? They doing shit to our mind. They got us drinking fluoride every fucking day, calcifying our pineal gland. They fucking us up, so we can't click with y'all. We can't click and do all the clicking and do all that cool shit and all that. We'll go to jail, we talk to y'all. Then I ask, why do they use dolphins to help women give birth to a baby? Sonic scanning. The most common belief is that dolphins use their echolocation or their sonar to scan the mother and the unborn baby. Believers say dolphins are naturally attracted to high frequency vibrations of the fetal heartbeat. If a pregnant lady get in the ocean and dolphins start swarming her ass, that's them dolphins baby now. They the daddy now. They claim the dolphin sonar can detect complications or even help retune the baby's nervous system during the stress of labor. Motherfuckers. And before I close out, I just want y'all to know that dolphins are essentially the aliens of the ocean. Their intelligence is so sophisticated and different from ours, many scientists argue that they should legally be classified as non-human persons. Long live Gerald, man. Free that white man. Them motherfuckers stole him and they did make him build fucking condos.
That these dolphins are not fishes. They are amahlengeto, the saviors. They are people. They have a kingdom under the sea. They have stories that they tell to their children. And they have hopes for the future. We say that they came with their great emperor Wowane from the star called Sirius by the white people many, many millennia ago. These stones in ancient Greece, in ancient Africa, and in other parts of the world were originally used for focusing human thought and for looking into the future. This is what I am doing now. I am trying to visualize the eye of a dolphin and to call it here using this most ancient of objects.
But did you know that a dolphin and a human fell in love back in the 1960s? Yeah, during a NASA study of dolphin to human communications, there was a dolphin named Peter and a human named Margaret. Now, Margaret lived inside the facility where this study was being done, so she lived with Peter 24/7. She was around this dolphin. She said that at some point in time during their language experiments, Peter started getting very excited and was very interested in her body. It was going from 6 to midnight often. So she would put him back in the tank with the female dolphins so that he could get his, he could satisfy himself. He didn't like that. He would rage and try to get out of the tank. Okay, get back to Margaret. So Margaret said she would put him back in the tank with her, and he would rub himself on her feet or her legs or her hands. And she said that he was kind of hard to work with and do the language experiments when he was excited like that. So she would just let him satisfy himself so they could get back to their work. This study was fucked up. It took a turn when they started giving LSD to Margaret and the dolphins, so NASA pulled their funding. That's a whole nother story, though. Anyways, when NASA pulled funding from it, they had to shut down the project. So Peter and Margaret were separated. 2 weeks after they were separated, Peter went underwater and opened up his blowhole.
A man was walking by someplace where a dolphin was at. A dolphin picked up a fish, threw the fish at the man, and laughed. Look. You hear him laughing?
The dolphin just threw a fish at me.
The dolphin is laughing. This is slow motion. The dolphin threw a fish at a man and then started laughing. Look at the fish. Everybody thinks sharks are the monsters. But what if I told you you've been looking at the wrong animal this whole time? Because dolphins might be one of the smartest creatures on this planet. One of the most violent creatures on this planet. I can tell you things about dolphins that you won't even believe. How about the fact that the United States government uses dolphins to arrest people? They train dolphins to follow ships, and if divers jump off that ship in unauthorized areas, you are getting locked up. So when you see a dolphin throw a fish at a man and laugh, it's not abnormal. Let's go back to the 1960s when NASA helped fund research into dolphin communication. They believe that
They banning dolphins cause they know we used to live with them. They heal our bodies with their sonars when you swim with them. Dolphins used to help us birth our babies in the ocean. They send ultrasounds to the womb to keep the baby focused. Their sonar frequency 130 hertz, it come with benefits. It can help brain development and also Parkinson's. They're part of the normals, dolphins are extraterrestrial. They speak to us through telepathy, they're celestial. That's why when dolphins see a person, they be nice to you. If something trying to come and eat you, they will fight for you. Dolphins done save people life, even dogs too. That's why they trying to make it illegal, so they don't talk to you. They can give you knowledge, open your third eye, also heal your body. I'm about to go to the ocean, finna call up all my dolphin army. They in the mermaid family, so I know for a fact they real. Sending off frequencies like sirens, they the real deal. Common facts, if you know for a fact, that's the reason they ban them. You can look this all up, I promise this wasn't random.
Dolphins are water benders. In general, it's illegal and prohibited to even interact with this kind of species, especially when they are not in the aquarium. They are more of like sentient beings, and they are a lot smarter than octopus. They can even feel human heart rate and even feel what you feel. It is illegal or prohibited not because to protect the dolphins, but only to stop humans developing connections. Just to sum up, dolphins are complex. It is so intelligent with a wide diversity of what we call behavior and personality. Some of them are creeps, yeah, but a lot of them are nice too, just like us humans. When somebody is pregnant around dolphins, the mother and the unborn child can emit high healing frequencies, and that is through dolphins' echolocations. Dolphins often use their sonar to interact with any unborn child that can stimulate baby's brain development. It's like an early telepathy. Watch this video of how dolphins mimic human voices.
Mama. Yeah. Mama.
In general, dolphins are healers. They emit high frequencies, that is between 200 to 150,000 hertz, which can help heal and can help increase our T cells as well as endorphins. And their sonar can target damaged areas just to relieve pain. And their ultrasound has been thought to kill cancer, especially cancer cells, and that is through cavitation. And there's this study, I think it was year 1971, that mentally handicapped children were able to speak 20 times better after interacting with dolphins. And that is because of the echolocation. And why some country makes it illegal, it is because dolphins are not just animals. They are all being known for being ultra sensitive, a highly intelligent communicators that can tune into frequencies and even consciousness in ways we normal people cannot comprehend it. They have echolocation and ultrasonic languages. Some of our governments and institutions believe that dolphins can perceive more than we think, because they're not just listening, they're remembering. Communicating with dolphins intentionally can mess up the dolphins' frequency as well as their health. The US and the Soviet military always use dolphins in any secret programs and seen as keepers of Atlantean memory, and that is per ancient studies, that holds codes of frequency and even communications that link to our earlier ages. It is illegal of some sort because we might hear something we're not supposed to remember. Some governments have trained dolphins, and that is for military operations. Under the sea, who knows? Some believe in mystical bonds, especially with dolphins. It could have been a form of ancient communication. Could they be connected to something beyond Earth? It is against the law to interact with them intentionally. Unless you are at the aquarium or at the zoo or a theme park, then probably that's not a problem. But in the wild, we as divers as well, we don't interact with them. We just swim by, or even we are just on the boat playing around with them, and that's it. Echolocation is the original language that we spoke. Dolphins are the real villain and not usually the sharks. How many movies of sharks there is? Shark Attacks, Jaws. It is made for fear, to fear sharks, so you could forget the dolphins. A kind of parallel intelligence. The only living being that uses its brain that is better than us are dolphins. They even gave trade exchange, asking for help, just like we humans do. What do you think about this? Let me know in your comments. Assalamu alaikum.
Eek! Dolphins have a nasty secret. Let me tell you about it. The word dolphin in ancient Greek literally means a fish with a uterus, and the ancient Greeks thought that dolphins were good luck, and most of us would go along with that. But this study here looked at a whole bunch of cases of dolphins interacting with humans. Sure, one dolphin did actually save the life of a human, but 18 dolphins attacked humans and broke ribs and ruptured spleens, and 13 dolphins tried to love humans very much in a special way. Fun fact, the killer whale is actually a dolphin, but maybe the dolphins have got such an effective publicity machine that they rebranded the killer dolphin as a killer whale. If only the sharks had such an effective rebranding machine.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Be simple and watch this video to the end. We can't talk to wild dolphins. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
I was today years old when I learned that it's illegal to talk to dolphins.
What?
In fact, you can get fined $100,000
No way.
for trying to talk to or communicate with a dolphin.
I can't believe this, guys, but I think I know why. Come on. Yo, what is this dolphin doing? You haven't seen nothing, guys. Get ready. It's not a game. Did the dolphin just bring back her phone that she dropped in the ocean, you mother? Shut up! This is insane. What happened is back in the 1960s, dolphins were being used for military operations. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and I just learned something new, and I don't even know if that's true. I gotta go look it up to see if it's true. Shut up! It's not a game out here, guys. You know how small dolphins are? You mother... Stop playing with me, son. It's game out here, guys, and you know what time it's in. What you think? That's why you only see dolphins when you're in Florida. Yeah, when you're chilling in the pool, when you're in a resort, you can play with those. Those are playful dolphins, but you cannot talk to those dolphins back out in the ocean. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys, and you know what's going on in the ocean. I told you, stay out of there. What are the dolphins hiding from us? That's the real question. What do they know that they didn't want us to know? That's what it just don't you say it. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only, because everything I'm saying is not even true. I gotta go look it up to see if it is true, and you guys let me know if it's true in the comments. But I tell you one thing, if I'm ever out in the ocean and I see a dolphin and I start talking to the dolphin, I'm gonna look around and be like, yo, bro, I can't talk to you. They're gonna find me 100,000.
Peter liked to be with me. He would rub himself on my knee or my foot or my hand or whatever, and I allowed that. I wasn't uncomfortable with that, as long as it wasn't too rough.
In the 1960s, Margaret Lovett spent months living in a dolphin house as part of a NASA-funded project aimed at teaching English to a dolphin named Peter. The experiment faced controversy because to keep Peter focused, Margaret took it upon herself to relieve him of his natural male urges.
It was just easier to incorporate that and let it happen. It was very precious, it was very gentle. Peter was right there, he knew that I was right there. Again, it was sexual on his part, it was not sexual on mine. Sensuous, perhaps. We've just become part of what was going on, like an itch. Just get rid of that, we'll scratch it and we'll be done, move on. And that's really all it was. I was there to get to know Peter. That was part of Peter.